would be having a very bad day. Because, damn it, the Dallas Cowboys should have lost last night, and they didn't. But I got a marvelous guest host in the house, MJ Acosta. She's going to be in the house doing her thing. My man Cam Newton is in the house, looking on suave in the whole nine. And, of course, we know who's coming into play. I would feature the playmaker, but as usual, he ain't ready. It ain't about his wardrobe. It ain't about nothing. He's not ready because he on first take, and he knows who he got to go up against. But you can look at it right here. Look at him. Look at this man right here. Does this man, you see his face right here? You see what I got to deal with? This dude right here. He came here just to get on my damn nerves. Oh, and it's working. First takes in the house. Let's go.
It was a 12-round fight on both sides.
I'm so proud of our guys' fight.
34-30, Green Bay, a minute 45 to go.
Back and standing and fires it left, and it's tough. Pickett, pylon, touchdown!
Brandon McManus to try to get this game to overtime. It is good! We are going to overtime! Second down and goal to go.
To the 5, and it's tripped to the 4.
I'm supposed to make that play. That's the reason why I was brought here.
Lobos, end zone, incomplete. 1 second remaining. Kick to the uprights, and it is good!
Fun competing against him. He said he'd see me again.
Let's go! Welcome into this Monday edition of First Take. I'm MJ Acosta-Ruiz here with Stephen A., Cam Newton, and of course our special guest, the one and only Michael Irvin. We got a lot of energy in the room.
Yes, we do.
And that's what we need. Let's kick things off with last night's thriller. Of course, Micah's return to Dallas turned into an offensive explosion that sent the game into overtime. Jordan Love and Dak Prescott had 3 touchdown passes apiece in regulation, but the teams traded short field goals in OT to end in a 40-40 tie. No one asked for this. Jerry Jones had a lot to say post-game, including throwing some shade at his former player. Take a listen.
That game was probably a great game for the NFL as far as a showcase for the game and competition because you had outstanding quarterback play, you had some very talented people out there playing. You certainly had one of the most expensive players in the history of the NFL out there playing. And so I guess everybody was going to take a look tonight and decide is he worth all that. It's very simple. Right. Dak was indispensable in my mind. Right. And so, yes. And Micah wasn't.
Oh, there we go. Never a shortage of words there, especially from a post-game press conference with Jerry. Michael, let's start with you. Should Jerry be happy with the results of last night's game?
First of all, how's everybody doing? Let me tell you guys how happy I am because you set me up for an ambush that didn't go down, did you? Yes, you did, Stephen A. Yes, you did. Let's stop playing around. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. When you're good, when you're God protected like I am, you get set up for an ambush, and it never works out. You wanted to see the Green Bay Packers run roughshod over the Dallas Cowboys, and then I come on and be a punching bag that you can knock around all day. But it didn't go down quite like that. You understand what I'm saying? It didn't go down like that. I'm not saying I'm happy with the tie, but the results and how they got there, I pulled a lot of great things out of. First of all, you guys been talking about it. Green Bay had the very best on the field all game long. The Dallas Cowboys didn't have their very best on the field. He was sitting on the sideline. But the rest, since the best was out, the rest stepped up and they made plays. I mean, all the receivers made plays. And George Pickens just showed why he's been talking like he's been talking. I can be a number one if you give me these opportunities, if you give me this MVP quarterback, because that's what Dak Prescott's playing like right now, the MVP. If they had somehow won that game in Philly, and somehow, I don't even, wait a minute, let me start with this joker. Who the hell ran that clock last night? If I ever see that joker, I'm going to tap on his head. Are you joking? You let that finger come down slowly to press that clock. Oh, game over? Game over. Ain't nothing you can do about that. We need to find that dude. I need to talk to that dude, and I need to make sure he don't ever clock again in Dallas. That was absolutely crazy. But I am proud of the fight. Each week we come on this, we talk football. Each week we talk football. We're trying to determine and discern what's in a football team. What I saw in that football team after they fought against the champions in week 1. And then they fought against this champion that everybody made a champion after week 1 because you wanted to pour more dirt on the Cowboys' grade. Oh, y'all sent Micah Parsons to Green Bay, and now they're a championship team. Yeah, okay. You see what I'm saying. So, yeah, I'm real proud of the fight that the boys showed up without number 88 and showed what they had in them. I ain't never happy with a tie, but I'm happy with the results that I see that reside within my players because that says I got somewhat of an opportunity this year. That's what it says. And yes, I'm happy to be here. Ain't no ambush. I'm ambushing y'all. That's what happened today.
You make me sick. You really, really do. I mean, it's moments, you know, because you're just playing it off. Listen, if you were that damn confident, right, you'd have been here this morning in the studio instead of down there in Big D. You didn't fly your ass up here because you knew. You were expecting the loss. You were expecting them to get stomped. You were expecting to sit up there and have their epitaph written. You knew what was coming, but what we didn't realize is that the Green Bay Packers defense was not going to show up. The last 4 drives for the Dallas Cowboys, 3 touchdowns and a field goal. The last 4 drives, you can't get a stop. You talking about pressuring Dak Prescott 24% of the time. 10 times you pressured Dak Prescott. 7 of those pressures was by Micah Parsons. Where the hell was everybody else at? I mean, the Green Bay Packers should be ashamed of themselves. I mean, I understand that the first 3 rounds they spent on offense. The 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th round, they focused on defense in the draft. I'm looking at them and I'm saying, damn. I mean, what happened to this team that showed up against the Lions in the opener? What happened to this team that showed up against the Commanders in week 2? Even in a week 3 loss to Cleveland, you still showed up defensively. It was your offense that didn't show up. And Jordan Love and those cats, Romeo Dobbs and those boys, show up and drop 40, and you can't win the game. The Green Bay Packers should be absolutely positively ashamed of themselves. But nobody should be more ashamed of themselves than that two-faced behind right there, Michael Irvin, with his lying self. You know good and damn well you were expecting y'all to get your ass kicked. You know good and well that you were sitting up there talking about an ambush. You were anticipating. It wasn't an ambush. An ambush is when you don't see something coming. We saw that coming. You saw it coming. That's why you ain't here in New York right now. You knew what the hell was going to happen to these Cowboys. And this is the biggest thing, too. If you're Green Bay, you let Dallas do this to you? I'm sorry. Correct me if I'm wrong, Cam. Is Emmitt Smith in that backfield? No. He ain't in that backfield no more. All right, CeeDee Lamb. First of all, playmaker ain't playing. CeeDee Lamb wasn't in there last night. He's been injured. I understand George Pickens could play. But, my Lord, I mean, that's what you got. And you got Dak Prescott out there looking like the second coming of Joe Montana. I mean, I couldn't believe it. But you know what? We'll talk about the Green Bay Packers later on in the show because we know they ain't much to brag about right now. But we'll give Michael Irvin his moment with his sorry self, sitting up there acting like, oh, you know what, I'm not satisfied. You were the tie. I'm never satisfied with a tie. For somebody that ain't satisfied with a tie, you see that man's face? You see that man's face right there? You see how enthusiastic he is? Because he expected them to get their ass kicked, and it didn't happen. You ain't fooling anybody. Go ahead, Cam. I'm sick of this guy.
Thank you. Allow me to reiterate this question. Who won in the trade, Stephen A? Now, understand this. Micah Parsons has a lot, and I mean a lot of pressure to perform in Green Bay. Seeing what we seen yesterday on Sunday night, it was some signs to say, hold on. You mean to tell me that we don't have CeeDee Lamb? You mean to tell me we don't have Micah Parsons and we still are able to compete? I don't think that people were more so expecting these type of things when you looked at it and you say, hey, we're shocked. We have a chance. Dak Kravius is giving us a chance. I mean, he's making the plays. You got George Pickens just making plays out the wazoo. And now you sit up here and say, a tie? I'm excited if I'm in Dallas. I'm excited secretly. You know, you can't show like you're really excited on camera. I'm excited if I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan because